You have probably noticed how simple awareness of sensations can already shift your inner state. But what if those sensations are only the surface ripples of something deeper, the underlying code that keeps writing your experience? Over the past few reels, I have explored how awareness of sensations can break loops, how simple noticing what's happening inside your body can dissolve old beliefs and open space for freedom. But what if those sensations are just the surface? What if underneath there's a whole layer of programming shaping your life moment by moment? In the past few reels, I've been talking about how awareness of your sensations can change loops and dissolve old beliefs, and more importantly, give you the freedom to change your mind. And now we are ready to go one step deeper, and it is to look at the programs that you run automatically, the blueprints that your higher mind uses to shape your body by, every moment anew. And much of what runs your life is guided by invisible and often subconscious programs. These patterns started at conception, chosen by your higher self, your DNA, or something even bigger. I have recently seen in meditation, it is ourselves in our multidimensional beingness outside of this reality, in full and fluid connection and cooperation with what we would call God, Source, the universe, or all that is. These programs influence how your body grows, including the so-called flaws, how you react to situations, and even how you relate to people. The tricky part is that most of these patterns are subconscious. You think you are free, but your programs steer you. But the first step is noticing them. And your awareness will give you the power to question them, and one day to change them. Your mind and body run countless automatic patterns, blueprints written long ago. They are not random. They're the way your higher mind translates energy into form, shaping your body, your experiences, your reality, again and again, every moment anew. Much of what seems like your personality or your story is actually these invisible programs playing out. They influence how your body grows, with all its so-called imperfections. They shape how you respond to situations, how you connect with others, even how you see yourself. And the tricky part is, most of them are unconscious. You think you're free, but it's your programs that quietly steer you. These patterns began long ago, before your first breath. In deep meditation, I have seen that this moment isn't just biological. It is an act of divine design, a meeting point between your multidimensional self and what we would call Source, or all that is. I will explain a bit more in depth what I mean with your multidimensional self. Your multidimensional self is the expanded you, in which the being that you call I is a small part of. Imagine your everyday self, the one who thinks, feels, acts, as a projection point of a much larger field of consciousness. That larger field contains all your versions, all timelines, all levels of awareness that your being explores, like for instance previous lives. From that higher vantage, your experiences here are not isolated. They are part of an intricate design, woven through many dimensions at once. Your physical body and personality are just the densest layer of that multidimensional fabric. So when we speak of the multidimensional self, we are pointing to the greater intelligence that holds all these layers, the parts of you that chooses experiences across incarnations, co-creates with what we call source, and continuously streams guidance, impulses, and codes into your human awareness. To continue on the start of your programs. In that flash, the flash of life at conception, a unique blueprint is installed, not as punishment or limitation, but as a curriculum, an invitation to explore specific aspects of consciousness through this human form. Your so-called flaws, they are not mistakes, they are intelligent entry points, the exact experiences your soul wants to taste. Science describes DNA as information encoded in molecules. In truth, that information is an echo, the physical reflection of what your multidimensional self has already written in the field. Every cell carries the same code, but consciousness activates it differently through experience, through awareness, through choice. This is how the soul learns through matter. These programs keep running until something extraordinary happens. You start to see them. The moment awareness turns inward and recognizes, oh, this is just a pattern, you're no longer completely inside it. The program begins to loosen. Awareness itself is what gives the code the breathing space to be able to change. You don't need to fight it, fix it, or analyze it. Just seeing it clearly, feeling it, and staying present with it begins to transform it. Take a moment now and think of a theme that repeats in your life. A certain reaction that you always have or that other people always have on you. A recurring emotion, a situation that keeps looping. What if it's not random? What if that repetition is a doorway, showing you where consciousness wants to awaken through you? Next time you feel this, pause and breathe. And quietly ask within, show me the program beneath this. And then listen, not with your mind, but with your awareness. Because the moment you see the pattern, you are already freer than you were a moment ago. Awareness changes everything, and every time you bring light into one of these unconscious codes, your higher mind updates the design effortlessly. That is how awakening happens, not through escape, but through presence, not by denying the program or pushing it away, but by realizing you are the consciousness that wrote it. Thank you for being here. If this all resonates, stay with me as we keep exploring the architecture of consciousness and how awareness transforms everything it touches.